Alright guys, welcome back to Assassin's Creed Revelations. Last time we met Revelations, we just got back to Constantinople, and we also discovered that Ahmet is actually the main villain of this game and was setting everything up from the start. But at the end of last part, he demanded that we bring the Masyaf keys to him, in exchange for Sofia's life. Yeah, because Sofia was captured. Yusuf was also killed, and I didn't really make a big ceremonious thing about that, but, I mean, I don't mean to sound like I hated Yusuf. I think I should clarify that. I just didn't really... I don't really care for him. Like, I don't hate him. I think maybe... Like, he's interesting, but, like, I think some more interactions with him probably would have benefited. Because, like, honestly, there were times where, like, he popped up on screen while I was playing through for a recording, and I just said to myself, oh, that guy exists. But, yeah. So we are actually towards the end of the game, actually. This is the climax sequence right here. And, that's not much else to say about that.
Now should be a time for remembrance and mourning, I know. But our enemies do not permit us that luxury.
But
Yusuf thought
everything is permitted.
Assassin, and I find no reason to second-guess this judgment. Do you have it in your heart to lead these men and women, and to maintain the dignity of our order, as Yusuf did with such passion?
It would be an honor.
Bene, I am glad. Our enemy is close. Take positions around the tower, and wait for my command.
Is it just me, or was Ezio's dialogue off? Like his lip syncing, especially. Then again, his lip syncing animation was just kind of rigid. It looked like Aku Aku from Crash Team Racing for a second there. Am I gonna move? Okay. This mission, though, this part of the mission isn't that bad. This is actually the easiest part of this whole sequence. Basically, we're going to Ahmet, and what's going to happen is there's going to be a cutscene, and then we got to go save Sofia because it's not a hard sequence. This is not a hard sequence of events.
Where is she?
I admire you, Ezio. But your bloodlust makes it hard to call you a friend.
Bloodlust. A strange insult from the man who ordered an attack on his own nephew.
He was to be kidnapped, Ezio, not killed.
I see. Kidnapped by the Byzantines, so that his uncle could rescue him and be heralded a hero.
More or less.
Why do villains always have to tell him the plan? And also, his sword is clipping through him.
First, the girl.
Like, why is his sword in front of him? And he's clipping through him.
Tell your men to back off. She's all yours.
And he doesn't even check the bag to verify if it's actually... the Masyaf keys. Like, what was stopping... Man, Ezio should have just lied. Just given him a bag of rocks or something. Whatever. So for this, we do actually have a time limit to save Sofia because, you know, Ahmet's kind of an asshole, and he was gonna have her get dropped off this tower, even if Ezio gave her the Masyaf keys, because he's a bad guy. Not a smart bad guy, I will say. I mean, he's smarter than some, I will give him that, but I mean, he stayed hidden for so long. I mean, but at the same time, you know, once he reveals himself as the Templar, I guess he just takes on stupid aspects. Yep, you're down a level. That's what tripped me up here, is that I was down a level. Oh.
Teşekkürler efendim. Çok teşekkürler.
By the way, if you don't have parachutes during the sequence, sucks to suck. Like, this is one of the few times where I would say having a parachute is kind of mandatory. Especially if you're going for full synchronization. If you're not going for full sync, don't worry about it too much, but I think you would barely make it if you didn't have it. That probably just made a problem worse.
Are you hurt?
Other than the fact that she was getting hanged, no, she's fine.
Not hurt, but very confused.
I did not mean to drag you into this. I'm sorry.
You're not responsible for the actions of other men.
All this will be over soon, but I need to recover what they have taken.
I do not understand what is happening. Ezio, who are these men?
Run!
Alright. So, now we have... By the way, I got the full synchronization. Woohoo! Now we have one more we have a bit of an action sequence here, which actually ends the exact same way we began the game, where we're on a cart. So this sequence first starts off exactly like that other time we were on a cart, where we basically have to ram... where we have to ram the enemies off of the track. So, hopefully you remember how to do that. Basically, wind up longer than your enemy does. Try to get them towards the edge like that. Don't do what I'm doing. I think I actually get through this on my first try, but be very careful with this. Because once again, if you do go into like gravel areas like I just did a second ago, you'll end up killing yourself. You'll end up just putting yourself at a disadvantage for later. But if you can get the enemies into those gravel areas instead of you, that really does help you. Luckily, I made it on my first try, despite, you know, nearly killing myself.
Hold on!
Ooh.
Hang on, Sofia!
Look out! Ezio!
And of course, just like last time, we're doing... Oh, no, this time, we're using the parachute. Now, again, I have no idea what happens if you don't have the parachute.
Hold on!
Obviously.
I don't know what happens if you don't have the parachute before this sequence, but it's funny to imagine that, that Ezio just doesn't do anything and just dies. But I'm assuming the game just spawns one for you.
Soldiers, up ahead!
So for this sequence, we're going to be assassinating them. Basically, what you'll do is you'll press a square button while you're over a soldier, and you'll just kill him instantly. Wait, what the hell is that? Yeah, this sequence isn't that bad. I think your full synchronization for this sequence is kill 20 guards, which I thought I did, but I guess I probably killed like 19. But this isn't that bad. Also, be careful of the buildings, obviously, because if Ezio hits a building, you lose health. Honestly, I think Ezio should die when he hits a building at this speed. But, you know what? Ezio has survived much, much worse. So, I mean, again, dude has survived getting stabbed. You can also throw enemies towards other ones, and it'll kill both of them, basically, if you manage to hit the other enemy that you didn't throw. But, again, it's all pretty obvious stuff. This is honestly not that bad. This is not a hard sequence at all. A lot of it is just very much cutscene stuff. But it is still very possible to get desynchronized during the sequence. Basically, Sofia is also... You need to protect Sofia, and the enemies are going to cause problems with that. So make sure you kill them, but they're not you don't have to do much. Just basically maneuver your parachute to where you're right over an enemy, and if they're highlighted, press the square button or the circle button. I think I show off the throw, but I don't know. This kind of reminds me of that Mario Party mission. This kind of reminds me of that Mario Party minigame where one player is on the boat and they're on a boat and the other person's on a parachute. I think it's called paratrooper. No, it's not paratrooper plunge. It's something else. Ooh. And by the way, during this sequence, I guess I was about to say, I think during this sequence you can't heal, but I just proved myself wrong there. I guess Ezio just doesn't do the animation. But this is one of those instances where I do recommend making sure you have decent armor, because I think you'll cut it close in terms of life. Because I will be honest, I think there are just some sections that it's just almost inevitable to get hit by something. Because you don't really have that much influence over the direction that Ezio goes in. By the way, I like the fact that I clearly could have killed that guy like 3 times, but for some reason Ezio just chose not to. Also, obviously, if you do end up getting desynchronized throughout this thing, you can get more, there are checkpoints, so you don't have to do the whole thing all over again. Which is a thank God thing. Honestly, though, I feel like I've killed well over 20 guards at this point, but I lost count, and I wasn't honestly counting. But was it kill or kick? I wasn't really reading the full synchronization thing either, but I'm not a strong reader.
Ezio, look!
Oh, it is kill. Okay, I'm pretty sure I did well over that.
Ah, go, Ezio, I'm fine.
Ooh. Oh, Jesus Christ. Come on. Oh. Now you stabbed me. Yeah, but for this scene, we're just basically fighting Ahmet. Hey, let go! I'm not the one getting desynchronized. Okay.
So what now, Ezio? How does this end?
I am wondering that myself.
How many times has Ezio fallen off a cliff in this game, by the way? I lost count. Oh.
Oh! Soldiers! Selim is not your master! You serve the Sultan! You carry out his command alone! Where is he? Where is the Sultan? He stands before you, brother.
Oh.
Father made his choice. Selim! Stop! Please!
Okay, then.
So, you are the assassin. Ezio Auditore. I am Selim, Suleiman's father. He speaks quite highly of you.
He is a remarkable boy with a magnificent mind.
Were it not for his endorsement,
I would have you killed where you stand. Leave this place. Do not return.
I don't understand why he said that. Like, it's
You did the right thing.
like, it's not like we
This is
didn't,
not
like,
a fight.
we didn't piss him
When
off.
does one end and the next begin?
By the way, what the hell is with the sound effects in this cutscene? Like, I just heard, like, the sound that Ezio makes whenever he tries to attack happen, like, 2 seconds before, and the sheathing sound of a sword happened, like, 10 seconds before he actually sheathed the sword. But, like, I don't understand, like... I'm assuming Selim killed Ahmet because Ahmet tried to have his son killed. Like, I can understand that, but why is he saying... Why is he telling Ezio to leave and never come back? Ezio... Is it because of all the chaos Ezio
Bill,
caused?
Good to see you. Listen, we've got a customs officer waiting to talk to everyone.
I hope you have something for us.
Absolutely. Passports and papers for everyone.
Ah, brilliant. So I'm what? A neurosurgeon now, am I?
You're a medical team from SUNY Upstate. Just back from Rome with your patient. Experimental gene therapy.
Good work. Let's get this over with.
Wait, look, this is crazy.
What's wrong?
I'm not sure, but Desmond's brain is lighting up like a string of firecrackers.
Oh.
Here it comes.
What is that? What's going on?
This is the end, Desmond. Scheduled for deletion.
What are you doing?
What is a man but the sum of his memories? We are the stories we live, the tales we tell ourselves.
Don't do this.
I'm saving you, idiot! Go! Go!
Okay. So, yeah, apparently the Animus Island is about to get deleted, but that's not going to reflect anything that happens while we're in this next memory, because I will say this now, the next part will be the finale of Assassin's Creed Revelations. Yes, this is actually... I actually did some look back for, you know, I looked at all the playlists for the Assassin's Creed series games we've done, and so far, Assassin's Creed 2 is still the reigning champion for the most amount of parts. Now, the question being how long those parts are is up to you, but, I mean, usually the finale is usually the longest part in the Assassin's Creed series so far, because there's just never really a good place to cut, but that's besides the point. But the next time we meet in Assassin's Creed Revelations, the end of Ezio's trilogy is finally upon us, so we'll see how it all ends next part. So see you guys next time, and take care.